Hello, Bill Molyneux here for Bill's Wargame World, and we're about to play the Battle of Cherbourg, June 19th, 1864. The CSS Alabama is heading out of the port, out there in the ocean. Use your imagination. And the USS Kersage is ready to stop that rebel. What do we call that? A rebel raider, the rebel raider. And it's going to be played for the first time. We're really going to use Bill's boat, bunker, war game room, whatever you want to call it. So follow me into history. And another thing, this video is being made for a man named Tom Lansing, and he had a relative that fought on the Kersage. All right, let's play this miniature war game out, everyone. All right, everyone. I'm going to go over the rules real quick. We're using Beer and Pretzel Ironclads Volume 5. These are based on Buck Sudrow's Beer and Pretzel Ironclad rules. And yes, I modified them, but for the most part, they're pretty much the same. Just I boiled some of the combat stuff down. All right, our first ship, we're going to do the Alabama first. This is filling in for the Alabama. I think it's really the Colorado, but we'll use it as the Alabama. I had to adjust its sheet. Its speed is 13. It has 47 hull points. Its armor is wood. It has one very heavy pivot gun that can pivot. And then starboard and port, it's got 3 medium guns. And then aft, it has another pivot gun, very heavy. And it's a +1 to be hit. And they had poor powder on board, but for today's game, we're going to say their powder was fine. Okay, now for the Kersage, here we are, and I believe this is the Hartford in the real world. And its combat charts are as follows: speed of 13, hull of 44, armor is light armor. They actually put some armor chains on the sides by their boilers and all. So we've upped the armor to light. It has 2 very heavy pivot guns forward. They fire forward. One can fire starboard and one can fire port. Port in the starboard side has 2 medium guns, not 10. And then it has another pivot gun, a very heavy for one in the. So that's that. And I have a 1 there, which should be there. So there we go. So that is our scenario for today. And we're just going to set these up. And we'll come right back to you in a minute. Oh, for dice, we're using 1 big yellow die so you can see the combat rolls without any problems. And since there's only a couple guns firing per turn, it won't matter. And thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget, Bill Molyneux Games and Blue Panther Printing. If you know of a museum or historic site, please let them know about my games, along with the Historical Gaming Company. We both produce games that are wonderful for gift shops for museums. All right, let's get this game a-rolling. Roll, Alabama, roll. All right, here we go, everyone. And we have a blue die and a yellow die. The blue die is the Kersage. The Kersage is out here. High die goes first. All right, we're going to move the Alabama. And there she is. It's got to get off the edge of the table. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have everyone running at full speed. And I'll adjust the camera as needed. And it can go 13 inches. And it can make one 45-degree pivot anywhere along the line. All right. Now, it can fire. And it's very heavy 1 forward gun. Has a maximum range of 36 inches. Which, just to give you an idea, it's way out of range. So, here comes the Kersage, zipping along. And now later today, this would be a March 8th, 2025. Later today, we are going to donate some games to some museums in Gloucester, Virginia and Matthews, Virginia. And our range, the forward pivot guns cannot fire yet. All right. That's this time though, we will be in range, I am sure. Well, the Confederates will move first with a 6. All right. And after a ship moves in our rules, it fires. And we're going to measure from the middle main, so it's about 27 inches. All right. Now we'll get a close-up. And at 27 inches, we have one very heavy gun. And it needs to hit. Boy, it's going to be a very heavy gun. Here we go. And it hits. All right. So that one heavy gun has hit. And we'll put a puff of smoke out there. All right. And then for damage, let's see here. Now it's got light armor, very heavy gun, penetrate on. Okay. And it's a +1 to hit. Our penetration for light armor with very heavy, a 2 through 6 will penetrate. We rolled a 1, everyone. You can't see that. Believe it or not, the Kersage's armor held out. It did not penetrate anything but a 1. What do you think of that? How about that? All right. All right, the Kersage is going to go ahead and move. All right, the USS Kersage is here. It pivoted, moved 13, did its 145-degree pivot, and it's going to unload everything. Let me grab the other die and its combat chart. That way you know what's going on. So we're going to fire its starboard heavy gun, and our range is about 14. Very heavy gun. It needs 3 through 6, and that's a hit. All right, so, and then it's aft. Its pivot gun on the other side misses. So let's resolve the first one for damage. What do you say? All right. So we have wood armor, very heavy. It automatically penetrates. We're going to roll damage on the Alabama. And it took 6 points into the hull. All right, so the Alabama suffered a total of 6 hull points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you see, I've just marked off 6 hull points. All right, now we got the 2 medium guns to fire. And we'll get them out of the way. And medium guns, and 1 hit, and a medium gun to penetrate wood, a 3 through 6. And that's a roll of 4, everyone. All right, so the Kersage is doing some damage. And let's see what happened for, lost 1 speed point. All right, so the Alabama lost some kind of speed, so its speed now is at 12 inches. And So the Kersage did some damage, and we'll put some smoke out there. All right, I'm going to pause the camera. That's how combat goes. And our guns are automatic reloading. Now, in beer and pretzel ironclads, the next time your ship activates, the guns that have fired are reloaded, but they don't fire again. Due to the fact, like I like to have it go faster, they're automatically reloaded. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause the camera. All right, the Alabama is moved, and it's firing on the Kersage. It won the initiative roll, and it's got 2 pivot guns, and they're both very heavy, and they both rolled 6s. Okay, so the Alabama is fired. The Kersage is taking damage of some type. However, it does have that light armor. So, oh my goodness, the Confederates rolled another 1. So they're just historically, the Confederates are not doing the damage that they should be doing. But the other gun did penetrate, and it did 1 speed point plus 3 before it inches off. The Kersage lost 1, 2, 3, 4 speed points, and now we'll fire the Alabama's 3 guns on the port or on the starboard side, and 2 of the 3 hit. They are medium guns. Medium on light armor is a 4, 5, or 6 to penetrate. Both penetrated. Medium guns do. All right, lost another speed for 2 and a haul of 3. All right, so the Kersage lost 2 more speed points, and then it lost 3 hull points. All right, now I'll pause the camera here. Okay, our Kersage is doing its move forward. I was in the process of moving our Kersage without getting my arms in the table. It only can make 1 turn, which it already did. I don't know if this is rake fire or not. I wish I had Kevin, Colonel Handsome here. I'm going to say on a 1 or 2, it's going to be rake fire. And we rolled a 4. So it is not rake fire. And it's going to open up on the 2 very heavy pivot guns, and they rolled and hit both. Armor penetration on wood is automatic at this range. So as you can see, automatic here with very heavy guns. Damage is 5 plus 3, 8 hull points for the 1. Boy. So the Alabama took 8 hull points. And then the second one is 1d6 of hull points, which is 3 plus 3 is 6 more. So the Alabama's getting chewed up, but it's getting chewed up hull point wise. However, that 6 needs to be rolled again for a critical hit. If we roll a 6, 4, 5, or 6, and our critical hit chart is on the back. And let's see what happens, because we do have a critical hit. And it is a 2. Oh no, we lost speed. 1d6 of speed point lost. And I rolled a 6, everyone. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness, the Alabama is down to 2 inches a turn. It's looking bleak for the Alabama already. All right. Now, the Kersage has yet to fire its 2 starboard medium guns. 1 hit and the other hit. And then to penetrate, 2 through 6s. And we rolled 6 and a 4. They both penetrated. Damage, 5 and a 4. And 1d6 of hull points is 3, 4, 3, 4. And 4 is 11. 11 hull points into the Alabama. 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, the Alabama is down to about 9 hit points. No guns have been knocked out on either ship. We'll pause the camera here. Okay, everyone, I just rolled the initiative, and the Kersage got to move first. It did its 1 pivot, and now it's got a rate fire for a +1. It's going to fire its 2 pivot guns, and they both penetrated or hit. Penetration is automatic, and our damage is another speed. Okay, the Alabama is no longer, has no boilers running. It's dead in the water. And the second round went into the hull for a total of 3 plus 3 is 8 or 6. 1, 2, 3. So the Alabama is down to 6 hit points and no speed. Now we have to fire the medium guns on the Kersage, and they both hit. And then for penetration, anything but 1s, and they roll double 6s. There they are. All right. I highly recommend Buck Sudrow's Beer and Pretzel Ironclads game rulebook. It is available on Wargame Vault. All right, let's see what the damage is. A 6 is a critical hit plus 1d6 on hull points. So 3 plus 2. All right, the Alabama is down to 2 hit points. And the 2 is 1 gun is wrecked. And we'll say the aft gun on the Alabama is gone. And now we have to resolve the critical hit. And we'll flip our page down. But I think it's looking like the Alabama is going to strike her colors. And the rudder is damaged. And it won't matter because it has no movement. Its boilers are shot. All right. It has no aft gun. We are going to declare the Alabama is, and it's got 2 hit points left. So the Alabama is going to strike its colors. Captain Semmes is going to surrender his ship. And we will say this is a massive Union victory for the Kersage. And we'll show our combat chart. So we have 2 hit points left. The aft gun is wiped out. The speed is all gone. The boilers are shot. And then in comparison for the Kersage, you see it's lost some speed and some hull points, but overall it's unscathed. We had several bad die rolls for the Confederates also. Okay, everyone, this is my first war game, real war game here in the boathouse. There's a lot of work to be done in here. I got to get track lighting in, the 2 more lights up top. I need to rubber mats down on the ground so we're not standing on hard concrete. But you know, it's a beginning. So all of you that watched this battle, it came out pretty much historically accurate. The Confederates had several times they missed as far as hitting with their very heavy guns. And Mr. Lansing, I hope you enjoy this video as you sent me a note that your relative fought on the Kersage and was present during this battle. Anyhow, don't forget Bill Molyneux Games and the Goober 2026 calendar is going to help support Civil War trails, and all the pictures are going to be of historic sites with Goober with a Civil War trail sign. How about that this year? Hope you'll consider buying one in the fall. And that's it. I have to go and deliver games and help promote the Matthews Museum today with a video, and that will be on Bill's History channel with Goober the Traveling Bear. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for all your support. And don't forget, this video is helping to support the Weiss Fork battlefield. All right, that's it for now. And Colonel Handsome, I'm sure there's something here in this game that you'll find that I did incorrect, and you'll let me know. Thank you again, everyone. Stay safe, be kind, be courteous. And for Colonel Handsome, stay true to your school.